Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's Where we read books, or no, we talk about books.
And other things. And
I feel like I look cross-eyed. Do I?
You might be, girl.
Am I cockeyed?
You just realizing all your life.
That's what I thought. Move, dog.
First of all, his name is Charlie, and you was. Come here. You're not.
Well, I just realized my eyebrows are.
Well, eyebrows are cousins.
No,
sisters.
mine is like the rock.
Hey guys, welcome to Plots with a Twist,
where we discuss books
amongst other things. So welcome back to our channel,
and we have a list here today. So today we're going to talk about some of our to-be-reads for 2020.
The year 2020.
As well as
fast.
Right. This year went by fast.
It did. It really did.
But we're also going to try to incorporate some of the goals that we want to surround around our channel and around our personal lives.
And just reading in general.
Yeah.
For the year 2020.
So let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a list, and we kind of bat books off of each other because like we have different interests, but we try to read the same books, of course. And of course, for the goals of this channel, we need to read the same books some of the time. But we make lists of books and kind of send them to each other. So this year we wanted to, or coming next year, we wanted to go ahead and get our book list ready so we can kind of have an idea of what we should be looking for. Now, not to set any expectations, all the books that we're going to mention we may not discuss.
Yeah, we may not discuss on the channel, but
we look out on our Bookstagram, which is Plots with a Twist as well, where we may post a quick snippet. We'll post a quick snippet on our thoughts, and if it is a particular book we mention on either platform that we don't have a video yet, you could definitely let us know, and we can draft up some notes and talk about it.
Yes, for sure.
So let's go into some of our reads. So I know I want to read more nonfiction, so I did add a few more nonfiction reads to the list, and I need some help. So one of the books I want to read is Girl Stop Apologizing, a shame-free plan for embracing and achieving your goals, and it's by Rachel Hollis. Now, did you read her first book?
No.
I haven't read her first book. Her first book was Girl Wash Your Face.
Okay, at this point, girl, stop telling me what to do, but I'll read
She
them.
is kind of rude. But yeah, I just think that'll be a good way. I might read that in January, or we might read that in January, just to kind of start off the year so we can kind of continue to grow. But yeah. So another book I wrote down to read was Bear Town by Fredrik Backman.
We read his one of his other books,
A Man Called Uwe.
Yeah, we love that book, so yeah.
Oh my God,
excited
that's like
to read.
the best book.
Yeah, it was a good book. We're excited to read. Well, I'm excited to read. Cause I'm looking at the list. Sorry, guys, if I keep going. But we're excited to read like another one of his novels. So
yeah, I've read 2 of his books, and I just enjoy his writing style, as I mentioned before. He's an excellent writer. He's very nuanced. My new favorite term.
knocked over mine.
But yeah, I enjoy his writing. So Bear Town was a natural choice. Just to go into the new year. It's kind of old, and then a companion piece, of course, is the sequel to Bear Town, which would be Us Against Them. Oh, okay. So yeah, if we're on a roll, I ideally like to read them back to back, but we'll see how life goes. You want to throw in one of yours or 2 of yours?
So what I want to read this year coming is, and I don't have all the authors with me, but There Will Be No Miracles I believe by Casey Gerald. And my cousin, shout out to Nisha, hey girl, she told me to go ahead and read that because it's like a life-changing book. And I believe it's about a professional football player who like grew up in the hood, and then like I believe he comes to terms with him being gay or something, and like him coming out and stuff. So it's like his story. I heard it's like really, really good, so I wanted to read that. Another book that I wanted to read, incorporate, is Swing Time by Zadie Smith. So I have 3 Zadie Smith books that I have not read yet. and I'm ashamed and appalled. So I wanna definitely incorporate. And There Will Be No Miracles obviously is a memoir, so that's a nonfiction. Swing Time is a novel, but if you know Zadie Smith, she's very wordy. You can't rush through one of her books. So, yeah, I definitely want to try to incorporate that. Yeah, very heavy. So, yeah, those are 2 on my list this year that we're going to read together.
So, the next 3 I'm going to mention are kind of books I already own, but have not read. So, Asia and I have a habit of buying books.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, we go to book sales, we go to Goodwill, great places to buy books.
Goodwill in a while to buy
I
books.
want to go.
I know.
Let's go. But so these 3 I own and just haven't got around to reading. So one of them is The Wife Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah.
I have that book too.
I don't know. But anyway, that's very interesting. I didn't realize it was like a co-writing relationship. I don't think I've ever really read a co-written book.
I haven't either, unless it was like a nonfiction book, but not like like an anthology or something.
But not like a novel.
Yeah.
So it's been on multiple book lists that I've come across, and I'm very excited to read it. Another one is The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin.
Yes, we've been waiting to read that book.
Yes.
We had it for a while.
So that should be very intriguing because I think it has a touch of fantasy in it, but it's not really a fantasy driven book. So we'll see how that one goes. And then the next one that we own but need to read is The Perfect Stranger by Megan Miranda. We read her first book, her debut, probably All the Missing Girls.
Oh yeah, and that was good. Yeah, that was good.
So we've been itching. We've been itching to like some of the debut authors that we've read over the years. We've been itching to kind of get back into them to check on them.
Yeah,
check on their
what
progress.
they're talking about this year.
Yeah, so I believe this is her second, unless she has one between there. I don't know, but I believe that's her second one. So yeah, I've had it, and we just need to read it. So, you.
Okay, too. So, next one is The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi.
You gonna mess up his name.
No, I'm not. Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Oh!
Is it Coates or like Coates or something? But no, I think it's Coates. The Water Dancer. So, this is his
first novel.
This is his first novel. This is his first fiction book. So, which is interesting. I heard him talking about this book, and he said he actually wrote this book like 10 years ago. Like, he wrote this before he wrote all the other ones that got him acclaim or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been wanting to read that, and we almost went to an event where he was talking about, but we didn't go. We're gonna start doing more of that this year though. Another book, and see, I don't even have the name of it, but I just put the new dragon in with the tattoo book.
Okay, so yes,
so we both love the Elizabeth Salander, the Millennium series, the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Oh, get it right,
Elizabeth. With the girl with the dragon tattoo series, and as you guys know, what's his name, Stieg Larsson, he actually passed away some years ago. But there's somebody else. I think his name is David LaCrantz or something like that. He's taken over and has been continuing the series because I think there's supposed to be 10 books in the series. So he's written a new one. Kristen's looking up the name of it right now, but it's basically
I think it's The Girl Who Lived Twice.
Right, I think it is too. So that's on the list for this year because even if I'll say like the last book, which was the girl who I have all of them, the girl who played with fire, or the girl who took an eye for an eye.
Yeah, who took an eye for an eye.
That one, I will say, it's still the same. It's good, but you could tell the original author's not writing them. But I don't care. Whatever he puts out, I'm still gonna read it because I love the Elizabeth Salander series.
Yes.
So that's one. And then another one that I want to read is a nonfiction book called Pleasure Activist, which is another book that my cousin put me onto. And it's basically like a book. It's an anthology series with like a bunch of like different essays, basically talking about women, feminism, pleasure, activism. Yeah.
Ooh, that's
how that all coincides. So yeah, I was interested to read that.
So that's a perfect segue into one of the next books I think we're going to intend to read, which is We Should All Be Feminists.
Yes,
and
I've been wanting to read that for a long time.
I'm going to mess up her name.
So
can you say that?
Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie.
Okay.
I think that's how you say it.
She got it. But yeah, I've been wanting to read some of her stuff. We haven't read any of her books.
Yeah.
And it's been on our mind to read.
For a long time.
So why not get into it in 2020? So I think that's it I had. And then
so yeah, you can talk because I don't really know too much about
so
this, but
another one, and I was just trying to get more because I mentioned I have a problem. I don't have a problem, but I haven't read as many Black authors. So Read at the Bone by Jacqueline Whitson. I've just been seeing it on a lot of like book lists and a lot of people talking about it, reading about it. Is that the way to say it? Reading about it, talking about it.
Yeah,
but yeah, she's a Black author that I thought we could kind of incorporate, especially since
I have heard of that book. I've been seeing it on lists.
Yes, especially since it's a newer book. And then the last one was a fantasy-based book, Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlon Jones, which Marlon James, which I don't know. I saw mixed reviews about it, but I still I don't let reviews kind of deter me from reading stuff. So I still, especially if the content seems like it'll be interesting, I still want to check it out.
Yeah, see for yourself.
And then we can give our own personal thoughts. But other than that, yeah, those are. You got some more?
Well, the only other one that I had on here that I said I want to read, but I can't remember like exactly what it's about. But I know it's a Black. I know it's by Tiffany D. Jackson. Don't give me the line. But Monday's Not Coming, and that's been on my Goodreads list for a while to read.
Did you already say that?
No.
I wasn't listening to you then.
Come here.
So the other one that I forgot to mention was Recursion by Blake Crouch.
Author of Dark Matter, which we love.
Wait, wrong thing. We don't do water. Okay. By Blake Crouch. We've read one of his other books, Dark Matter. And I actually listened to one of his audiobooks. You know, so I don't know. I got to look and see which one came first. But Good Behavior, it comes on one of those networks. And it's with the girl from Downton Abbey.
Really?
Yeah. But anywho, he did a novella about, I don't know if which one came first, if the show came first and then he did the novella, or if the novella came first and then he did the show. But the novella is basically short stories about this particular girl. Is it all about her? I can't remember. It's been some years, but I did listen to the audiobook version of that. And so I've got two of his books under my belt. And so that's his most recent book, Recursion. And it's a sci-fi book, and it seems like
which I'm normally not into, but I like Dark Matter, so.
Well, this one is going to be interesting because it's about like the false memory syndrome, and where people have like think their lives are a certain way based on this false memory, but like someone discovers that that's not the case.
See, and that's what I like about his sci-fi. It's like, it's not super, and I don't want to be like, say, it's not super nerdy, sciencey, but because y'all nerds, if you like sci-fi, you a nerd. It's okay. But yeah, like his is like, yeah, I can get into it. And because I'll say all the time, I'm not into fantasy or like sci-fi like that, but certain things I know. But I love Game of Thrones. Right.
Next.
So, but like, yeah, so I like
first
his
of all,
style.
a lot of stuff you like is fantasy, sci-fi based.
Not a lot.
But you don't categorize it as that because you feel like because you like it, it's then not that anymore. No, don't strip it of its title.
No, some stuff, not all.
Boo-boo.
But anyway, she thinks she knows something.
All right, so let's talk about some of our goals for our BookTube channel.
Yes.
So,
for this coming year.
Yes, for 2020, we want to make sure we are consistently releasing content, consistently releasing book reviews, but we also want to incorporate different things because books are a great interest of ours, but it's not our only interest. I mean, I don't know. I have some ideas of how we'll incorporate some other subject matters, but everything, of course, is going to try to be tied to book and literature. So, yeah, I just want to try to, I guess in 2020, create more content that is book related, but also different so it can kind of stand out and also incorporate some of our other interests. Yes. What do you have a goal for our channel? For our channel,
just to create content, stay consistent. That's the only goal that I have, really, is to stay consistent in what we're doing. More personally, just for as far as books go, For 2020, I want to read more because I feel like I read a lot. I feel, you know what it is? I feel like I read a lot because I'm surrounded by people who don't read that much. So I be feeling like I'm doing something. But then you go on BookTube and they reading 20 books in a month. And I'm like, hold on. How you got time to do all of that? So I do want to read, like, honestly and truly, I want to read at least 3 books a month, which I know to most booktubers is probably like, girl, we do that on a regular. But I do want to read a couple of books in a month and try to get through them. So that we have more. I have more to share with you guys as far as like the booktube goes. And yeah, just stay consistent with this booktube stuff because it's already fun. We only got 1 video uploaded as well, probably by the time this comes out, maybe 2. So yeah, and it's already fun. It's already something that we're enjoying and like doing. So yeah,
want to keep it going.
Exactly. We want to get the people what they want, type of thing.
You think they want us?
Yeah, I think so. I don't care if y'all don't. Y'all gonna get it anyway.
All right, so how many books do you want to try to read next year?
So if I want to read 3 a month, what's 3 times 12? 36?
Oh, you know math.
Girl, I'm good. So yeah, so at least like I guess I want to say like 36. My goal this year was 35, and I don't think I'm gonna meet it. I think right now I'm at like 18 books for the year.
Look, you lying.
No, I'm not. I'm at like either like 15, like
okay, 15
like,
and 18 are 2 different numbers.
But I really think I'm like at 16, and then with this one, so
okay. So I want to. So this year my goal was 30, and I'm closer to my goal than Asia.
Okay, nobody asked you that.
But next year, I mean, if I'm going to try to remain consistent, and of course, we have a different motivation now. I feel like, yes, I'm online with Asia where I can try to read 3 a month. I mean, of course, if I can really get into it, I could probably try to do a book a week.
I'm trying to read more.
Right, but that seems a bit steep. Even
and
though
it depends on what you're reading. Like
right.
when I read Zadie Smith Swing Time, that's gonna be about 2-3 weeks. I already know, like for me to read, just because of how she writes and the content. So
yeah. So I think, yeah, depending on the content, I'm going to try to finish books within a week. But I think to be realistic with my life, 3 a month is pretty attainable. I've had some months this year where I had opportunity to finish 3. Even started on the 4th. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, we may not seem like we're reading a lot, but for us, it feels good.
Yeah. And I feel like for me, I think for us anyway, it's more so like we should focus more on quality over quantity type. It's not just about like getting as many books as you can. If you can't, you know, because if I'm just reading stuff to read and I'm not really getting anything from it, then what's the point? Like, I want to read stuff and be able to like take it in, analyze it, think about it, and then, you know, come and talk to you guys about it. So, and not just be reading books just because. So yeah.
All right. So do you want to talk about how we decided on what to read?
No, because I feel like they're gonna be a video in itself.
Yes, we're gonna talk about. So the goal is to talk about how to like
curate your own book.
Right.
List. Like if you want to read more, like this is how you can kind of decide on what you want to read. So that may be our next video. Let us know in the comments if you guys are interested in that. If you're not, we don't care. You're gonna get it anyway. Hi.
Got a guess now. So what book do you think? Have we mentioned a book that we feel like has been on our book list for the longest?
The Immortalist, and I feel like we should all be feminists. I had suggested that like years ago. I feel like
yeah, you did.
Yeah. So, and I think we just never got around to Charlie.
So one book out of all the things you mentioned, what do you think you most excited to read next year?
That's a good question. Are all things we mentioned? I'm excited to read all of them, but maybe I'm excited to read There Will Be No Miracles because I've been trying to read that for a while. Yeah, I'm excited to read We Should All Be Feminists because that's been on the list, like I said before, like for a long time, and I feel like it's gonna make me smarter. And what else? What did I say? I'm excited to read the Blake Crouch book actually too because I didn't even realize, like I saw the book on there, but I didn't really realize that was him. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm excited to get back in my Fredrik Backman bag because so the 2 books I read, the Uwe, A Man Called Uwe. Oh my God, that's near and dear to my heart. Like anybody asks me a book to read, I'll suggest that. Yeah, I'm excited to read The Blade Crouch because I haven't really read a sci-fi book this year, or like probably past 2 years, and probably since I've read his book, I haven't really gotten into a sci-fi book. So I think it'll be interesting to get back into something kind of different. Especially.
Stop treating him like that. Pet him.
All right, guys. So yes, we just wanted to go into basically give you some idea of what to look for from us.
Yes, what to look forward to the next coming year. And like we said, if you guys have any suggestions or what we should be reading or anything that you think we should read based on what we told you we're going to read, please let us know because we're always open to suggestions and all that type of stuff. So,
and the goal, of course, is going to be to read more than what we've mentioned. We just didn't want to give this super long list of books and then create this super mass expectation of you said you was going to read this, and you haven't talked about, you haven't posted, you haven't. So yeah, we just want to be more realistic of what we'll read or what we'll try to touch. But shoot, some of the stuff we talked about, we may not even read.
Yeah, no, seriously. But just know we're gonna be reading and we're gonna be posting and we're gonna be YouTubing. So yeah,
we here.
Right. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and
thank you. And until next time, bye.